Advice you'd give your 21-year-old self.
Relax, girl. You're gonna be all right.
Don't play with it and get your flu shots and get your pneumonia shots. It's nothing to play with. It takes people out. There will be other things, there will be other great things, but there will never be a time like this. Know that these are the glory days.
Yes.
You saw the special, right?
Yes, I loved it. I loved it.
You saw it too, Porsche, right? Yeah, good.
It makes you cry and feel good and all kinds.
Inspired. You know, I'm asking people to watch this on Monday night, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central Time. I'm asking people to watch it with their families because I think if you watch it with your kids, can you imagine? I've watched it with other people's kids, 4 kids, as a matter of fact, and the children are inspired by it because kids can't believe that other kids are having to study by candlelight and still are at the top of their class. Yeah.
What's amazing is how poor they are and how they live, and yet they are so, the way they speak, the way
they have the light. They have the light inside them. You know, I went from village to village to village all over South Africa this past summer looking for girls. And that's how I spent my summer, looking for girls. And I was looking for girls who had it. You know, and it is, you have it. I have it. You know when somebody has it. It's that quality that no matter what they've been through in life, there's just sort of a spark. There's a light in the eyes that says, it doesn't matter what I've been through, I still have life, and I believe I can be successful. So this whole school is made up of those kinds of girls who come from the poorest of the poor. The poorest of the poor. I mean, a lot of my girls, I had a Christmas dinner, which you'll see in the special. We had the first Christmas dinner they've ever had, and a lot of these girls are coming from places where they don't eat, and they ate like football players. What we don't show you in the special is that there was a throwing up party afterwards, too.
I was going to say, I was worried about how much.
They ate so much food. Yeah. And they were hiding it, you know, hoarding it in their pockets and stuff because they wanted the next day they were going to go home to their families and they wanted to take food to their families.
It's incredible. And I love that moment, talk about, you know, it and just getting through anything. When you go back home, when you go to Mississippi and you tell the story of your grandmother saying, watch me.
Watch me now. My grandmother had said to me when I was a little girl, and I could see her breath because it was so cold, and she was washing clothes in this big iron pot. Sounds like 1785, but it really was 1955, probably 1959, because I was 4 years old. And she said, you better watch me now, Oprah Gail, because one day you're gonna have to learn how to do this for yourself. And a little voice inside me said, no, Grandmama, that's not gonna be me. That's not gonna be my life. But I had sense enough not to tell her that.
Yeah. But you were 4 years old.
I was 4 years old thinking, this will not be my life. And so I'm just really happy to be able to step in for these girls, because these are girls who wouldn't have had a chance, because what a lot of people who were critical when I came back from South Africa saying, why were you doing this school there? What I think a lot of people didn't realize is that in South Africa, as in many countries around the world, girls have to pay to go to school, girls and boys. You have to pay. There is not a free public education. And so for all of my girls, the girls at my school now, school would have been over for them. A little 12-year-old girl had said to me, if I don't go to your school, school is over because my mother can't afford it. That's what most people don't realize. They have to pay to go to school. Yeah, it's crazy. So eventually, you know, one of my big goals is to eliminate school fees in that country and other countries around the world, because we still live in a world, in different parts of the world, where people think that if you're a boy, you're better. And so it's better to educate the boy than the girl. So that's why I wanted to create this great school, and the special is on Monday night.
You have to watch the special. It is really amazing, and it's amazing what you're doing.
It's not even amazing. It's just, you know what I felt like? I felt like when I looked in the eyes of these girls, I really thought I was looking at myself. You saw that little girl where I thought I was looking at myself. It was really cathartic for me. I mean, it was like a full circle thing for me to realize you're really just helping yourself, who you used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a gift for you. I got you.
Did I ask you if you were nervous about the Oscars?
Two more towels.
Oh my goodness. I'll have a set.
Yeah.
I'll have a set.
Abyss, which I think you like. And so.
Are you nervous about doing the? Are you nervous?
Well, you know, I'm going to drink a little bit, so. Do a couple shots of tequila.
Just a couple shots just before, yeah.
Favorite smell in the world? Gardenia.
Lemon and eucalyptus.
Favorite word that begins with O?
Rio.
It doesn't begin with O.
Oh, Rio.
Oh, Rio. Oh, I thought you were Rio. Like
oh, Rio.
Oh, Rio.
That's my favorite word that begins with O.
Oh, Rio. That? Like from The Wizard of Oz?
Like Oreo cookie.
Oh, I thought it was Oh, Rio. Oh.
No. That's true. I love that too. I love
Yeah.
it. Oh, oh, oh. I do love that.
Okay, my favorite word that begins with O is Oprah.
Good.
If we were in a band together, what would our name be?
Oh. And E.
Why is yours first?
Eo.
Eo.
Oh,
Oprah, you have a food line called Oh, That's Good. What's something that makes you feel good?
The most feel good is rolling in the grass with my dogs.
Gross. Your go-to karaoke song.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Take care, T-C-B. Suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me.
Advice you'd give your 21-year-old self.
Relax, girl. You're gonna be all right.
Don't get that perm. But I'm telling myself that was a horrible idea. That was a phase that people were doing for a while, was perms.
Yeah, I had one for long.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Lost all my hair. Bald.
I want to see that photo.
Okay.
And then you wore a wig?
No, I didn't.
You just were bald?
I was bald and then had a little teeny afro.
A teeny afro there? Like on your forehead?
We can continue.
All right.
Okay.
Your favorite G-rated curse word?
Shazam.
Do you say that a lot?
No, but you just asked me what's my favorite.
I know, but
I just loved it.
G-rated curse word. If you had to get a tattoo, what would it be?
Oh, it would definitely be my the nuzzle part, this little part of Sadie's face.
Oh. I didn't know it. What is your ATM PIN number, Oprah? You don't know. You have no idea.
I don't have one.
No, I don't.
When's the last time you went to the bank, Ellen?
A long time
ago, yeah.
Long time ago. When I deposited like $5,000 and I was so excited.
Yeah. I went to the bank recently because I hadn't been to the bank since 1988
What did you go to the bank for?
to deposit $1 million.
Really?
Yeah, I just wanted
like
to.
a check?
Yeah, I just wanted to go there just to do it, just to see.
You stood in line
I stood in line.
and deposited $1 million?
Yeah, just to do it.
Wow, how did that feel?
It felt fantastic.
I bet it did.
It was fantastic.
That's fantastic. That's all.
Actually, it was $2 million.
Hey,
Hey, Oprah, how are you?
I am here.
Okay, well, let's say hi to Oprah, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So Sunday night, I was just explaining to them, I get the message that it's a mandatory evacuation again. Sunday night, you're getting home from the Golden Globes, winning this amazing award, and then what happens for you?
So the dogs were barking. I wake up and I can't believe that the sky seems like it's on fire. It's 3:47 in the morning. I say, Stedman, oh my God, something's going on. We get up and he says, well, can't do anything about that. And I run to the front and I see that it is actually, the mountain looks like it's on fire. I didn't know at the time that there was some gas fire, something that exploded. So that at least explained what was going on. And at the same time, I didn't know that the mudslides were occurring. So as a matter of fact, Ellen, the next day, everybody was saying to me, how's your property? I'm looking out the front window. I think everything's fine, everything's fine. And it wasn't until I, put my boots on and went outside walking and I realized everything wasn't indeed fine. It wasn't fine at all.
What did you see right away that indicated that?
Well, I walked where I am right now, which is like on the east side of my property. I was walking down here and, all of my neighbors' homes are like gutted. All the neighbors' homes are gutted. And I was walking, I'm standing right now in, still a lot of mud, but not as much mud as yesterday. I walked out back, where we share a fence line, and the neighbors out back, their houses are gone, just gone. So it is as devastating as it can be. And as I was preparing to walk down here to talk to you, and I ran into these guys.
Look at you guys. We love you guys.
We love you. And I said, what are you guys doing here? And this is Captain. Tell Ellen who you are.
Hi, Ellen.
Hi.
I'm Captain Tim Maples with Ventura City Fire Department.
And what are you doing there?
What are you doing here?
Basically, what we're doing here for the past 24 hours, walking along the perimeter of this debris field. And then we also have another crew that's on the other side of this debris field, which is probably a good 200 to 300 yards wide.
And what are you looking for?
Basically, we're still in the rescue mode at this point, and searching for any victims that could be in this debris field here.
So you said 200 or to 300 feet wide?
It's 300 feet wide. So I'm standing right here and I'm looking like this used to be a fence. The fence is now down. I'm looking at where the mud just went straight through my neighbor's house. But the captain just told me that mud, because I haven't been able to leave the house, that mud goes 300 feet wide on the other side, all the way down to the 101, right?
Approximately 300 feet wide, and it goes all the way down to the 101 and probably past the 101 into basically toward the ocean.
Now, I've been hearing choppers all morning, all night for the past 2 days. What are those choppers doing?
Those choppers, what we hear above, we have a mixture of media and also search and rescue helicopters. So if we end up locating a victim in here, we can call them up to the helicopter. They can send a hoist down and be able to pluck them out of this debris field.
And how many people have you rescued? Have you rescued
How many
anyone
people have
near
you
there?
rescued?
We have not rescued anyone in this area, and I don't know the numbers that they've rescued total.
Oh, the choppers have been going day and night because, as you know, some of our neighbors in the back were pulled off the roof and some around here were pulled off the roof. This team is still in the search and rescue mode.
And we're just part of a team of a strike team. Basically, we have 5 engine companies, and all engine companies have 3 people in them. So we have a total of about 15 to 17 people that are on this strike team right now, searching this whole debris field.
Can you imagine? I'm on my way to talk to you and I say, guys, what are you doing here? I'm on my way to talk to Ellen. You want to come join me?
That's fantastic. Can I ask you a question, Captain? Are people able to, during the fires, we could have help from other states and other counties coming in to help, but is anyone able to even come in from other areas to help because the highways shut down?
From what I've been told, that the roads are getting more and more clear, but I'm not sure if we ended up getting more resources into this area, but I don't know the numbers at this point.
Okay.
Hey, did you think about evacuating? Didn't they are you involuntary or mandatory evacuation?
No, I'm not. Actually, I had the fire captain come by my house and tell me it was okay because my house is up on a knoll. So our side, I think, was involuntary. It was involuntary evacuation. So I felt really safe because the house is on a hill. I felt that the house was safe. Yesterday, the captain came by and told me I wouldn't have running water and I wouldn't have the conveniences. We were told the gas was going to be turned off last night, but I feel safe. I feel really safe. And I am blessed, and I am going to do whatever I can for the rest of the community. And we all just love the firefighters. Every time I see them, I go, you guys were so great during the Thomas fire and still at it.
I know. I mean, I was just saying isn't it the greatest community? I love Montecito so much. It is the greatest community.
It is. And what is devastating is that we've lost so many lives, and it's such a tiny little community, and nobody would have expected, certainly I did not, that after we survived the fires and the rain came, who would have expected that we would have had this devastation again with the mudslides and so soon. So
I know I was feeling so bad over the holidays for all the servers, the people at restaurants, the people that own businesses. They were losing money because of the fires, and now they're going to lose money because these businesses are just flooded with mud.
Yeah, but we're going to do what we do, what we do. We're going to come together, and we're going to do what great Americans do all the time. We're going to help each other. We're going to help each other out wherever
Yes, we
needed.
are. I love you, Oprah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you. Very nice.
We're back with my friend Oprah Winfrey, who I don't know how many people know this, but you were very, very sick recently.
Yes, I was.
Very sick.
I just got cleared yesterday.
Congratulations.
Yes. So here it is. I came back, and I came back from overseas, and I thought I had a cold, but it wasn't a cold. I ended up in the emergency room, and they said, you have pneumonia. And I go home with pneumonia, and pneumonia is nothing to play with, y'all. It is very serious. And I was on antibiotics for a week. The antibiotics weren't working. And then I went back for another CT scan, and they said, it's actually worse. You should see a lung specialist. So I go into the lung specialist. This is a moment. I love the lung specialist. Dr. K, you're fabulous. But I go in, and I can see him. I said, look, you know, I've got a little rattling. He puts a stethoscope here, and I see the face. It is like, oh my, something's wrong with you. And I can see it. He didn't hide it. It's like, and I said, I told you, it's like, I sound like a rattlesnake in there. He immediately said, you must cancel everything. I've never canceled anything in my life.
No, you work when you're sick.
I work when I'm sick. I worked all the time when I was sick. He goes, you must cancel everything. You cannot fly for a month. And then he had 18 vials of blood drawn. And so I thought, oh, this must be very serious because I saw his face. And I went back in a week, and I was better. He called me every day to make sure I was using the inhaler and taking the right antibiotics. And when I walked in and I was better, he thanked me 3 times for getting better and said, can I have a hug? Can I have a hug? And I could tell that he was like, not on my watch is this gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're better now.
Well, thank you, neighbor.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, I am.
All right, so
But don't play with it and get your flu shots and get your pneumonia shots. It's nothing to play with. It takes people out. But I'm telling you, it changed the way I look at wellness.
And you're going on tour
So
talking
now I'm going
about...
on tour to talk about it.
So tell me what you're doing about this tour.
No, but I was always going to be doing that. You know, I had a bunch of people. One of the things I did in Hawaii this summer was to have lovely people from WW, formerly Weight Watchers, come to my house to celebrate all of their wonderful victories in weight loss and turning their life around in terms of being healthy and strong. And we had such a good time. And everybody said, oh, too bad you can't invite everybody to your house. And I went, no, I can't invite everybody to my house, but I can go out and try to see as many people as possible. So I'm doing 9 cities starting in January on tour for wellness, health, well-being. You go to Ellen's website, you can see I'm going to be in a city near you.
That's
It's fun.
fantastic.
Yeah,
So you're just talking about wellness.
Yeah, well, not just talking about it, but trying to motivate people to take care of themselves and to not get sick with pneumonia and to really transform their life because it's called 2020 Vision, your life in focus. You know, I've done this before, sort of. I did it with, we called it The Life You Want several years ago. But I love having immediate, you know, contact with the audience and being able to share stories and inspire people to be their best selves.
Yeah, this is what you said you missed the most, is having this immediate contact with the audience.
So high, immediate contact.
Yeah. Well, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
You look great. So I'm sure
For
this
somebody
is,
who just got over pneumonia.
well, for anybody, no
Thank
matter
you.
what, you
Thank
look
you.
fantastic. All right, so we'll take a break and more with Oprah after this. We're back with the wonderful Oprah Winfrey, and so this is exciting. You're doing all kinds of things with Apple.
Yes.
And one of them is?
One of them is we're starting the Oprah's Book Club on Apple.
Fantastic.
On Apple. This is so exciting for me. It's the reason why I wanted to partner with Apple, because you can build this entire community around the world, because they're in 1 billion pockets, y'all, 1 billion pockets. And you can have everybody in the world reading the same book, then going to @Oprah's Book Club on Instagram, having the conversation. But it all starts with Apple. We're doing interviews from Apple stores around the world with the authors.
That's fantastic.
Isn't it?
And the first book is?
The first book is, oh my God, this book is so fantastic. I haven't read a book like this. You want to know the name of it?
Yeah, oh, I know that. I'm listening to it. But
It's amazing. It's called The Water Dancer
Okay,
by
this is-
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
All right.
Now, he is a genius writer. This is his first novel. So I wasn't sure what to expect. And I haven't felt this way since I read Beloved, actually.
Wow.
He has Toni Morrison qualities in terms of being able to have the mastery of the language and using words to transform the way you see somebody.
So, and also with Apple, we should mention there's rumors that you're possibly going to do a talk show?
No, well, I'm kind of done with the talk show.
I know, but why are there rumors
Well,
about that?
I think there are rumors about it because I'm also going to be doing, I can do whatever I want. That's what's wonderful about Thank you, Apple. I can do whatever I want. So I'm going to be doing documentaries, and I'm also going to be doing, I'll do interviews when something comes along that feels like, oh, gee, I would want to sit down and talk to that person, but I'm kind of done with the everyday thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you handle that.
Thank
You
you.
are the gold standard.
Oh, well, that's really
The gold standard.
Thank you. You're sweet. All right. And then how do you like to read a book best? Do you like to read the hard copy? How do you like to read it?
Well, I like to read the hard copy, but I also like to read on my iPad. You know why? Because when you're reading, particularly in bed at night, it goes to night mode.
Right.
And so you don't have to, I don't have to like keep Stedman up because it goes to night mode.
Right.
And also when I'm traveling, you have, hundreds of books at your access.
Exactly.
So I love the iPad.
All right, so then everybody here should get an Apple iPad. Please welcome Oprah Winfrey. Hi, Oprah. Thanks for being here.
Oh, I had to be here for when you told me that this was going to happen. I just wanted to be here for you, on camera, off camera, to support you. How are you actually feeling, though? How are you really feeling?
Well, I didn't rehearse the monologue. I knew what I was going to say, but the words hadn't come out of my mouth. So I was okay until I started talking and it became real. And then obviously I got emotional because it's real now. But I'm feeling good. I feel like it's the right thing to do, but I'm charged. I mean, it's a weird thing to announce that I'm stopping.
Yeah, listen, it's almost 10 years ago. Will be next week, 10 years ago, when I was in this exact position. I know what those feelings are. I also know the feelings leading up to it. So hearing you say and announcing to the world that it was your instinct and that you thought long and hard about it, because anybody would know that for something that is as powerful as the show is in other people's lives, that you would not take that lightly, and that the coming to the realization that now it is time is a process. And so I was really interested to hear you say that you knew 3 years ago or 2 years ago when you signed that this was going to be the year. How did you know?
I just, as a creative person, I really need to be challenged. And as much as I absolutely love this show, and I love everyone here, I love everything about it. There are just, things that it's why I've hosted the Oscars. It's why I went back to stand-up. There are just different things as a creative person that I feel like I need to do. And, we still have the digital, Ellen Tube is huge, and we have, original shows. That's going to continue. Our social media is going to continue. I still am going to be, very much involved with digital, and it's just that this day-to-day.
Takes a lot. I think what you said about needing new challenges, for me, in every job I've ever had, and I didn't even consider the Oprah Show a job because it was just a part of my life, as I know it is for you. It's an extension of yourself. But what I've always known about myself, when I no longer feel like I'm growing in that space, whatever that space is, and that was for me, in Nashville, when I wasn't growing anymore, I moved to Baltimore. In Baltimore, when I wasn't growing anymore, I moved to Chicago. And then that was 25 years of growth and delight and happiness for myself and being able to give that to other people, as you have done. And inside yourself. So, I'm proud of you for trusting your instinct, because I know that there has to be, as there was in the case for me, a lot of people around you who want to keep that train moving, who want you to keep going. And then only only you know when it is time. So the fact that I don't argue with the 19, even though I probably would have gone to 20 because I'm just that like, oh, I gotta go to 20. But I remember when I had Seinfeld on after he ended his show, and I said, 9, you quit in 9, why not 10? And he said, because I was ready in 9.
Yeah.
So I applaud 19.
Thank you, thank you. Well, also, you know, 1 is the beginning, 9 is the end, so it seems like a really great thing. It's the end of this, but it's the beginning of another chapter. And what do you miss the most? And it probably has changed over the 10 years, but what did you miss the most immediately and then later, and then what do you think I'm gonna miss the most?
Well, I think the camaraderie, like you were just how you've changed people's lives and the people on your staff and what's happened in Twitch's life. I mean, you will still have those relationships, but what I missed the most was the audience. And I don't mean just, oh, audience applause, but I always felt like I was a surrogate viewer and that I was there representing the audience. So many times I would ask questions, particularly of celebrities that I didn't care about the answer, but I was the stand-in, the surrogate for the audience. So I really missed the camaraderie with the audience because, as you know, after every show, I'd sit and I'd talk to the audience, and that's where a lot of our ideas came from. So I missed that. I miss the being able to like talk to people about what was going on in their lives in, you know, en masse that way. And I think you will miss the camaraderie of the audience, but you also are out in the world, you know, if you choose to do stand-up or not do stand-up, you get some of that feeling, of that resonance from an audience. So I miss the audience the most.
Yeah, well,
I didn't miss, I tell you, what I didn't miss, and what I knew, that when I started to feel like it's time for me to end, is like I was doing a makeover show. We did a lot of makeovers over the years. And I just thought, there's not another way I can ask somebody, what mascara are you wearing? There's not another way I can say, what color is that eyeshadow you're using? There wasn't another way I could do that and be honest, authentic with myself. And so I thought, yeah, time to start thinking about moving in another direction.
Yeah. Well, speaking of audiences, I miss my audience because I haven't had an audience all year long. And you know, I'm lucky I get to see smiling faces looking at me from, you know, all over the world. And hi, they're all waving, and I love I get to see that, but it's not the same energy as having that exchange when they're here. So I am praying that next season I have an audience all season long that can celebrate with me and say goodbye. So.
Yeah, you know what? The hardest part too for me was, I think, what you just did, coming out and speaking to the world and letting the world know. And then when you actually say the words, I did too. I got choked up, because it's one thing to know in your heart and then to actually hear the words yourself, but also telling the crew. I'm sure you did this already.
Yes.
You all did this at another time. How was that?
It was hard. I told the crew and told the staff, and there were tears, and it was really hard because I do love everyone here. We do have a relationship, and you know, it's every single day for me. I come in every day, and this is my life. Yep. And so, and theirs too. And so, but I wanted to give them a year. I wanted to give them enough time to know. I didn't want to do it the last year I was here. I wanted to give them a year to celebrate with me and stay with me.
I think that's really great, because so often when you have a large staff as you do and as I did, that that staff becomes your family. This is your tribe. These are your people, and you would be not who you are without the help of all of those people doing the work that a lot of people don't recognize is going on behind the scenes. And so you often don't think, as I often didn't think, when you're looking at people, wow, car insurance, mortgages, college educations being paid. So you're thinking about, you know, I'm just thinking about these people and my day-to-day relationships, but for everybody on that staff, they have built their financial life, their family life based on this show. And so for me, that was hard too. That's why I gave, you know, the same amount of time that you did, actually maybe a couple of months more, which I thought was actually too much. I think a year is perfect, because people have a chance to first of all, psychologically take that in and have this next year, which is going to be the most fabulous year ever. They have the opportunity to celebrate that and to embrace that and also prepare themselves for what is the next chapter for them too. So I don't think you can do any better than to let your team, the people who help make you who you are, giving them enough advance notice so that they can prepare psychologically, emotionally too for themselves. But I know that's hard.
Yeah, it was. Hey, Oprah, we have to take a break. We'll be back right after this. We're back with Oprah Winfrey, who has the prettiest mascara on. I was going to ask her what color it is, but I won't. So, you know, you said this is the longest that you and Stedman have spent together in a long time. Is that a good thing?
It actually has been a good thing. You know, we've been together since 1875. We met during Reconstruction. And so we have not spent this much time together, I don't think, in our entire relationship. And I left for a mammogram. And by the time I went out for a mammogram, I'm telling you, I had on 2 masks and a shield, and I nearly suffocated myself on the table. Yeah. So anyway, I have friends who say, you know, you haven't left home since the Civil War. I intend to leave home to come to do one of your shows next year. So if you're open next year, I will leave home, come to your show next year. That's. But otherwise, I still don't feel, even though I'm vaccinated, Stedman's vaccinated, I still don't feel really comfortable in crowds because I don't know who else is vaccinated.
Yeah, no, I understand. Well, you stay safe as long as you need to stay safe. And hey, by the way, Gail was here not too long ago, and she was talking about how this summer will be 15th anniversary of your road trip across country, and she was complaining about your driving and how you won't play music when you drive.
That is true. I don't play music when I drive because it confuses my brain when I'm merging.
What is it about merging that's what is it?
Oh, what is it? I'm afraid that the cars that are coming, that they're going to kill me. That's
I see.
Basically it.
I'm
afraid that, and so it takes me a long time to merge. I have to think about it. I have to concentrate. The people behind me are not very happy if they are.
No.
I mean, listen, I am not the best driver. I'm safe on 2-lane highways, but I might not ride with me if I were me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually went to Target. I left home to go to Target the other day because we were doing a special Mother's Day celebration for a dear friend of mine who helps take care of everything around the house. And so we were doing a Urania Appreciation Day. So I went to Target, honey. But somebody had to drive me because I could not get on the freeway to do it.
Yeah. No. I think it's best that you don't drive again. I think it's great. You have people to drive you. Your life is good in many ways. I think it's great.
But I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to be one of those people.
You should be. You should. You should be one of those people. Let yourself be.
I don't want to be one of those people.
No, you should. All right, Oprah. We have to take another break, and then we're going to talk about other things besides your driving. We'll be back. We're back with Oprah Winfrey, and you have a new show coming out with Prince Harry called The Me You Can't See. And I know this is something both of you have been working on for a long time. He's just the greatest, isn't he?
He is just fantastic. And I will say that, you know, from the very first moment we had a conversation about what were the 2 most important issues in the world. I asked him, what do you think is the 2 most important issues in the world? And he said climate change and mental health. And I started telling him about the series I was working on called, we didn't even have a name for it, just a mental health series. And as I turned to walk away, he said, well, if you ever need any help with that series, I went, what did you just say? Did you say that I need any help?
What do you hope that people will learn from this show?
Well, The Me You Can't See, which drops on Apple TV Plus on May 21st, everybody. And there you see Lady Gaga's there, and Glenn Close was open with her family and everything that she's been through with her sister with bipolar. And what I hope people come from it understanding is that There's a spectrum, and we're all on it. And when it comes to mental health and mental well-being, we are all in the same spectrum. But all of us are just trying to do what we can to be more human and to maintain our sense of mental wellness and balance. And learning that everybody has a story. They have a part of themselves that we don't know about. And recognizing that you have that and you have that and everybody has that, the me that you cannot see, I think begins to erase the stigma. So the number one thing that Prince Harry and I wanted was to be able to have conversations start around all of these various stories that are all over the world, and have people think better about themselves and their own sense of mental wellness. And if that comes out of it, then we would have done our job.
That's fantastic. It also, I mean, when you say that, you just never know what someone has gone through. You never know. I love the me you can't see because, as you said, you just don't know. And it leads me to the book that I have been reading, What Happened to You. It's basically, it's not what's wrong with you, as people used to say, it's what happened to you. And it really is. It's already a #1 New York Times bestseller, of course. But I love this book, and I think it's so important. And this, combined with the me you can't see, is going to help a lot of people.
Well, thank you. You know, just like you have shared yourself in the expression of your talent in a way that has made people feel so much better about themselves all these years. That is what you've done, Ellen. It's so much more than the show. It has been, you know, I just want to say that a long time ago, Maya said to me when I was telling her that my girls' school was going to be my greatest legacy, and she said, honey, you don't even know what your legacy is, because your legacy is actually every life that you've touched. So every single person in your audience who has been touched by you, by your laughter, by your jokes, by your kindness, by your sharing, by your being, that is your legacy. And that's why this is such a profound day that you are announcing that this legacy, this part of your life is going to be coming to an end in a year, but that you and everything that you represent to the world, that lives on and will grow on in a way that benefits you and anybody who comes in contact with you. I am this.
I love you so much, Oprah. As I say all the time, I am so honored to call you a friend. You are the wisest person I know, and I just adore you.
Here you are. Why?
It's very exciting. Listen. It's an extra big deal because it's the first time that you've been in front of an audience. You've been extra careful.
I've been so careful. I've been as careful. So it's good to see people. So good to see. I've been more careful than anybody I know. It's a friend of ours, Barry Diller, said Oprah hadn't left home since the Civil War. True that. But I came back from Atlanta just to be with you here today because we're down there filming The Color Purple. But, you know, I got a little emotional backstage because I saw your entire staff is back there. And I said to everybody, I know what this feels like with only a couple of days left. And just was really applauding your team for making this show what it's been for 19
Isn't it?
years.
Yes.
Yes. Because obviously, you're the face out front, but it's everybody back there that actually makes it work. Yeah, I was just really tearing up saying, guys, what a great job you've done.
Yeah,
holding this together.
and they have, and I've been thanking them every single day, and they know how much I love them, and we're all feeling emotional because we have, after this, 2 more shows. What did you feel like? What were your... Do you remember your feelings exactly last week?
Well, I guess I'm tearing up because seeing your staff actually triggered me for what it feels like when you have all of these people who've become your family. This has been your home.
Yep.
And I was talking to Ron, the audio guy who mic'd me today, who's been with you for 19 years.
Yeah.
And Ron said he was talking to his wife last night and saying, you know, I just wanted the kids to finish high school, and now his kids are finishing college. And that's what happens with a show like this, where families come together, relationships are built, and it becomes home for you know, hundreds of people who are all supporting you and helping you be as great as you are.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. It's we talk about this all the time. There's a very, very small group of people who understand what this job is, and an even smaller group of women to go this long. So you and
everybody thinks that all you have to do is talk. But there's a whole lot more than talking.
Yeah,
right.
But there's magic that happens when you have the right group of people around you, and it's.
It doesn't happen without a great team. I mean, all these fun things and all the production that goes into making it look like it's easy, and you step out here and it's easy. That's why I got a little teary. Seeing you. How are you feeling? That's the question.
I'm feeling good, and I'm trying to focus on. I've been talking to Jay Shetty a lot, who I love, and he's been helping me, and you know, he's just saying. Just celebrate. You know, there's emotion, and you can have emotion, but just take pride in what you created and what happened over 19 years.
Yeah.
And
that's what I just said to your team.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pride, and also this is the truth. There will never ever be a time like this. I just said this to your team. You know, everybody's like, oh yeah, you're going to go on, but you will never ever have a time like this where you were held in the public's eye and received the joy in such a way that all of you came together and made that happen. There will be other things, there will be other great things, but there will never be a time like this. Know that these are the glory days.
Yes, I'm trying to stay present in this and feel all of it, because it's a lot of different things.
And you are going to be so missed. Isn't she going to be so missed?